Hey guys, this is David here with Crossroads RV Mobile. I just want to show you guys how you guys could diagnose if a thermostat is bad or if it's good. So let's get into it. Here I have a thermostat that does have an issue. So we'll get to it here in a minute, see what's going on. But the way to diagnose it is you want to make sure, first of all, that you have power coming to it. In this case, we have an analog thermostat. If you were to need a new replacement, this is what you would get if you contact Airxcel, who make Coleman Mach air conditioners and thermostats and all. This is a new analog one. Basically the same. We've got the same wiring. It just replaces this unit. This will work some functions. I won't tell you what the issue is just yet till we get to it. But basically you want to test power. The analog system just has 12 volts coming to it. That's what this is. Our battery producing 12 volts, the M12 Milwaukee battery. And we have our 12 volts coming in, and these are the different wires where power would go out to send different type of signals. If you want the furnace on, that is your white. If you want a low fan mode running, that would be gray. If you want a high fan mode, that would be the green wire. And if you want the compressor on the air conditioner to kick on, that would be yellow. So red is your hot 12 volts coming from the battery. Blue is your ground, your negative 12 volts coming from the battery. So in order to test this, let's go off. I will hook up my ground wire, so there we go. And positive, let me just turn this on, show you. And let's get this in DC mode. There we go. So the straight line and the dashed line, that means it's in DC to measure this. So if I was to go to this hot line here, you can see the multimeter showing 12.34. That's our power coming in. So let's go back. All these should be off, no power at all coming out of any of these until we call for some action. So let's say we're calling for heat. With the temperature down, there will be no 12 volts coming out, as you can see. But as we raise it up, you'll hear it click, and that's when the furnace should kick on because it's calling for heat. So that's where you see your 12 volts coming through the white wire. That means everything's okay for the furnace. Now let's try other settings. Let's go to fan mode, or let's go to cool. I want to show you cool because we can hit two birds with one stone. So on cool mode, let's start with low. So the fan mode is high. In this setting we have it on low. So right now I should have 12 volts between yellow because I'm calling for cold. Well, actually let's turn this down. I'm calling it to cool down. So yellow is a compressor, and our low fan mode is gray. So between these two I should have 12 volts. 12 volts here. I must have moved a wire. Oh, okay, it's a faulty one. So let's go to the gray. There's our 12 volts. So we've got 12 volts coming to the low fan, but the compressor's not getting good signal, so there's an issue there. It may just be the button. Oh, it's failing now. So this was faulty. If I had it on fan low, it was not working before. But now I see there's another issue with it on cool mode. It's just not saying power out. But anyways, let's go back to cool. That's basically how you test this, just to see what's going on with the thermostat. On cool, again, you should have on the yellow wire, which is the compressor, you should have power, or not meeting the requirements here. Let's see if I go to high. Nope, doesn't affect it at all. So there's issues here with the compressor and the low fan. If I have it on high, I will have 12 volts here. There we go. 12 volts is coming out. So in this case, this thermostat will run the furnace, and it will run the high fan on the air conditioner. But the low fan, let's go back to low. Now it's working. Before it wasn't, or it does on cool, just not on fan. So if they had it on cool, they can get it to run in this case. But you see, there are issues with this one. When you call for different things, let's go back to explain this real quick. When it's on off, I only have power coming to the thermostat, but nothing coming out. If I want it on heat, I should have 12 volts coming out of the white wire. Between the blue, which is your ground, and the white wire, you should see 12 volts on your multimeter. If I'm calling for fan mode on high, I should be getting power out of the green, between green and blue, and nothing else. If I'm calling for low fan mode, it should be gray. Between the gray and blue, I should have 12 volts. Yellow will only be running if I'm calling for cool, for the air to actually kick the compressor on to cool the unit. Then you'll see 12 volts here and whichever fan mode I chose to use. So that's how you test a thermostat. This is just a quick way you can do it on a desk, just to see what's going on with the thermostat. But on site, this is all I do. I just tap into the blue wire and I go testing every other wire as I go testing the thermostat to see if this is working or not. So basically you can find diagrams for different models out there, the different ones that Coleman Mach make. You can test power, even Dometic, you can test power, different brands out there. The only issue is some thermostats send a digital signal out, and that's where it gets complicated, where it's not as easy as this to do the testing. But that's just a breakdown to let you know how you can do it with this type of thermostat. If it's analog, it doesn't have to be Coleman Mach, any analog will be the same. It's just closing contact, sending power out of different wires. So if you know what wire does what, you can test it to diagnose it yourself.